The AB equals CD pattern is a 4-point structure where the initial price segment is partially retraced and followed by an equal distance move from the completion of the pullback. This structure has been previously discussed in many technical works, and it represents the basic foundation for all harmonic patterns. The Fibonacci aspects in the pattern should occur at specific points. In the AB equals CD, the C point will be a defining level for the completion of the pattern. Although the BC projection is critical in this structure, the most significant harmonic number is the exact completion point of the AB equals CD. In the AB equals CD pattern, the alignment of Fibonacci ratios within the structure usually manifests specific reciprocal relationships. The reciprocal ratio of the C-point retracement of the AB leg usually indicates which BC projection is utilized to define the potential reversal zone, PRZ. For instance, a 0.618 retracement at the C-point typically will put a 1.618 BC projection that converges closest with the completion of the AB equals CD. This reciprocal relationship within the equivalent AB equals CD pattern defines the best PRZ for this structure. The reciprocal ratios that complement the AB equals CD structure are as follows. The reciprocal ratios help define the completion of the pattern. However, the most important consideration to remember is that the BC projection should converge closely with the completion of the AB equals CD. Although the symmetry may vary, this basic structure is a minimum requirement for all harmonic patterns. It is important to point out that the 0.382, 0.886 Fibonacci retracement range for the C-point can be any of the harmonic trading ratios that fall between these two constraints. Therefore, the C-point can be 0.382, 0.50, 0.618, 0.707, 0.786, or 0.886. Referring to the reciprocal ratios, this correlates into a BC projection that can either be a 1.13, 1.27, 1.41, 1.618, 2.0, 2.24, or 2.618. In some rare cases, a 3.14 projection can be utilized. Alternate AB equals CD patterns. Since the AB equals CD pattern is the basic framework of all harmonic patterns, it is an essential consideration in defining any potential reversal zone, PRZ. Alternate patterns provide an effective means of complementing other significant Fibonacci calculations, especially when the equivalent AB equals CD is not relevant for a particular setup. The alternate AB equals CD pattern differentiates similar structures as well. The alternate bullish AB equals CD pattern typically develops in patterns like the bullish crab and the bullish butterfly in extended sell-offs. However, the alternate AB equals CD pattern is merely a complementary measure relative to other Fibonacci numbers in the PRZ. In addition, equivalent AB equals CD patterns usually possess more significant completion points than the alternate structures. The 1.618 AB equals CD pattern is utilized less frequently than the other AB equals CD combinations. Despite the variations, each AB equals CD measurement, when applied to correct the harmonic pattern, can define precise reversal areas and offer an effective means to quantify price structures. It is important to note that the AB equals CD pattern equivalent, or alternate, is the basis for all harmonic structures. In most setups, the equivalent AB equals CD pattern is a minimum requirement before entering a trade. When combined with other significant Fibonacci retracements and projections, the AB equals CD pattern can define excellent reversal areas. The alternate variations, the AB equals CD, are frequently found in those patterns with an extended CD leg. Unlike a Gartley, which utilizes an equivalent AB equals CD, the BAT structure typically experiences an alternate 1.27 AB equals CD pattern. These two similar patterns require completely different AB equals CD conditions to validate their respective structures. However, this degree of differentiation increases the validity of pattern identification techniques and reduces the overall risk by defining the most precise PRZ. This example of 4-hour time frame of chart of Australian dollar Canadian dollar illustrates the ideal bearish AB equals CD structure. I will show you step by step how to find this pattern, how to make the Fibonacci measurement, and define the potential reversal zone. First, we are going to measure the price waves, and then compare with each other, in order to find equality between each other. In this way we define the first boundary of PRZ. Then we are going to measure the C-point retracement. In this case we have 0.707 Fibonacci retracement. This retracement is reciprocal with 1.41 BC projection. This defined the second boundary of PRZ that can be below or above the previous one. Now we have our PRZ very clear, and our goal is to wait for price action in order to have a confirmation for an entry. Although the BC projection was an important calculation within the PRZ of the pattern, the completion of the equivalent to AB equals CD structure was the defining limit. The price reversed directly after touching PRZ. This case illustrates the ideal reversal situation and should be studied closely. When we shift on 2H time frame and see a doji candlestick with confirmation of next candle, we are going to explain more of candlestick pattern in following lessons. After this confirmation we can enter a sell trade, stop loss above high of a candle. Take profit 1 should offer us at least 2 risk-reward ratio trade. In this case this target correlate with 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. Take profit 2 at C point level and take profit 3 at A point level. Price reached only take profit 1. LN addition. The same principles apply, regardless of the time frame. This example was a 2-hour chart. But, the same assessments of the price action stalling in the PRZ would relate, if this was a 60-minute or weekly chart. The only difference is that the time considerations are obviously longer. This is another example. We have here 2-hour chart of Euro-Australian dollar. We start as always measuring price waves searching for equality. We found AB equals CD. In this way we define the first boundary of PRZ. Then we are going to measure the C-point retracement. In this case we have 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. This retracement is reciprocal with 1.618 BC projection. This defined the second boundary of PRZ that can be below or above the previous one. Now we have our PRZ very clear, and our goal is to wait for price action in order to have a confirmation for an entry. Price breakout above our price reversal zone. We didn't have any confirmation to enter in this trade yet. Now that price break above this zone, we are going to search for an alternate AB equals CD pattern. We are going to search for 1.27 B equals CD, that is most common than 1.618 B equals CD. We are showing how to define this new level, if potential resistance, and we are going to wait for price that confirms our bearish scenario. We see that price consolidate and fail to break above this new resistance. Also, the price action confirm our bias. We have a shooting star doji candle with a long wick that rejects this level, and next candle closed bearish below the support that was created on the top. We can enter a sell trade in this moment. We put our stop loss above high of a candle. Take profit 1 at B point level. Take profit 2 at C point level and take profit 3 at A point level. This pattern reached all targets.